All right. Hey, you guys. Welcome on in. We have a good one. Welcome, welcome. Hi, Muffin. Hi, Jean. What's going on? A lot. A lot's going on. Let's see here. Muffin Top, my amazing mod, for those who don't know. Whoop. We get to the top here. All right. Hi, I'm Bernie. Um, Strap yourselves in because this is going to be awesome. And hi, Marilyn. And you're going to learn a lot. For those that are new, I think this is going to be also mind-blowing information. Hi, Jean. I think I did say hi, Jean. And have patience if you get frustrated. Don't get frustrated. This here is for learning and educational purposes only. Everything I do and say falls under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. This is Hi Shazam for entertainment, Hi Teresa, and educational purposes. Colin, Jean, Marilyn. Okay. Hi Fozzie, only. So the presentation is a representative of what I see in my clairvoyant in my third eye, right? And I try to the best of my ability, um, to show you what I see and how I understand of what's going on with all of these cases that we're following here on YouTube. I call them Summer Moon Wells missing children because Summer Moon has really taught me, hi Teresa, has really taught me how to look within to help get justice for the children. And that's about as far as I could explain it. It comes through, and I just give you what I see. I don't know if it's right or wrong. Long gone. Hello. I don't know what's true, what's not true. I just hope that it does bring justice and it helps the world see what's happening here. There's a lot of deep fake. There's a lot of channels that are being used to show the truth beneath it. What that means is there's a lot of AI, there's a lot of stuff that's going on within these videos that bring disgusting things. And they're able to do that because that's just what our technology does. It's not new. It's what our technology does. And that's what's going on here. So I'm going to be bringing up pictures. I put together a presentation. I kind of just flip it through. What I do is I have thousands of photos. I pull them together randomly, and then I put them in this presentation's 96 pages. And it comes off as a really cool story that has not changed since Summer Moon Wells went missing. It's going to be 3 years, June 15th. In 4 days, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, on Saturday. On Saturday. I personally think she was gone before then. I just think that that's the day that people recognize that she was missing. That's the day that the parents, thank you for all these amazing words. The parents decided to put it out there. I want to bring you back a little bit to what Candace's YouTube channel front page looked like. It looked like this. Now, a lot of you may have never seen this before because it was deleted. Back 3 years ago, I decided I'm going to follow my passion and follow where this journey is going to take me, and whatever was leading me, I let it lead me. And what it did is it led me to copy and paste and save many images that I really didn't know what I was going to be doing with them later. Now I see, because the images really reflect everything that I, right, Bernie? She was gone before then. Really reflect what I see. This here's Candace's front page. It was Candace's front page. Back, as you see, when she only had 6 videos. And she had 3.05, 3,000 plus subscribers. Now, when I saw this, I knew I saw the Summer Moon Wells story. Now, it's really surprising, you guys, that this was the mother's front page of her YouTube channel, right? Oh, wait, hold on. My dog is dying to get in here. Hold on. Oh, come on. Come on. Jump by me? Don't jump on the computer. Okay. 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 Like, he loves to be in here, but he's got lots of dogs, right? But this little guy, come here, baby. This little guy, hear him? Say hi to everybody. Hi. Okay. Oh my God, he's looking. Okay, sit down. Sit down. Okay, good boy. This photo really didn't get any kind of traction. Don't know why. None of them really got traction, right? But how is it that this could be Candace Blywell's photo? It's very odd. But this is what I did. I would take the photos and pull them to the side. If you look at the tree, you look at the top, you look at her head with one eye, and you look at the gun, or it could be a bow and arrow sitting in here. Look at the elements in the crossed sticks. Correct. The sticks are crossed just like the sticks, and above her head, they're the V's. There's the slit in the tree. This is exactly what sums up many of, if not all, the cases that we're covering here. I say they wind up in the trees, in the leaves, in the ground. This is, look at the face is all demented. There's something pointing at her. And this is the mother of Summer Moon. This is where it all began. Now, back then when I selected these photos, I'm like, she's in the leaves, she's in the leaves, she's in the trees. Everyone's like, what the fuck is she talking about? She's in the trees, she's in the leaves, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, yes, she is. But I didn't know that 3 years later, I was still going to be collecting this information. I didn't know. I didn't know. So when I would look at these photos and look at Candace and the other photos that I collected at this same moment, this is what they do to the children. Look at what's by the face. It's the L or the V. Look, see what's on her neck. It's the 5. It's Kylie Rodney's, plaid shirt. It's everything. It's the green thing on her head that Kylie even had. It encompasses, to me, all of the cases that I'm studying and following and trying to bring justice. The face to the right, you guys, comes from a channel that only covers the children and only has covered Summer Moon since day one. I've had a lot of videos on this channel, but her photos and Candace's have always been very similar. This is the mother of Summer Moon Wells. You don't have to claim to be a psychic or clairvoyant or see the dead people to see that something's really wrong with this, right? And what's wrong with it is it's showing the story. And the mother of Summer Moon Wells should not be telling the story of the children unless she knows the story of the children, which I believe she does. Everyone's covering the interview that they had today. I can't remember if it was today or yesterday on Candace. Well, it was really dumb. Very strange because he in there claimed a couple things, obviously, that were crazy. One, he said all of his kids were kidnapped. The word kidnapped isn't even a word that they use in the Summer Moon Wells case. And then he also said that the announcer said that Summer Moon Wells was last seen walking on her property, walking along her property or on her property. I don't remember, but I don't remember that channel. I'll look it up. And the boys were taken away because they had guns. I mean, it was just crazy. This girl, you guys remember who she is, but she always showed me children. She always showed me children. Now, not to say she has these, it's got nothing to do with her. Her face is the face to the left. Her video is supposed to be her to the right, but that's a child I see. And I see the elements behind the child's head. So the problem That's not a problem. I took her videos and grabbed as many images as I possibly could, right? And to me, I saw children, and I also saw elements. So what I would see, so I always would put her videos together with Candace's because they had the same sharing information. So if you were to crop into the child's photo, I call it the child's photo, and just lighten up the coloring because sometimes you guys, it's just very bright. So I take the saturation down. But when I see those bloody V's, there's the fives back there. Those are trophies. And those are right behind her head in a box. Right, that's a door. This is a Summer Moonwell's child. This we could all agree on is not her. So I'm showing you guys these things because I showed this now coming 3 years. So as I'm showing you photos, I recognize that there are people that are seeing this stuff for the first time. So what I'm saying is I'm letting you all know that this has been collected for now coming up 3 years. The children are in the area by themselves within these boxes. So when I look back here at Molly Golightly and Bullhorn Betty stuff, I'm like, why is it that no one sees the equipment that I've been seeing and showing? Maybe because everyone's reality is different and you see different things. I'm seeing what I need to see to tell you the story. So when I grab a picture like last week and said, oh, this reminds me of the cylinder, blah, 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 because it looks like this is just the cylinder. They do something with blood, and they're doing really major sacrifices and they're doing rituals. So for those that, first come in and you see me show you something like what was in the back of Don B's car, and I say, here, this is what it is because I got this information from the beginning, from Summer Moon. This is the Summer Moon situation. Everything in these photos match. They're presented differently, and that's ahead. That's whatever they're doing to these people. They're taking them as sacrifices. So I've been collecting this information that has stayed consistent because all of the stuff that may look like this, I have solid photos like this that match. So the story is somehow they're using this stuff, these got gone children, teens, matching, pairing them up, and doing these sacrifices for the good of quote unquote resurrection. Okay? So this is information that, thank you, thumbs up. If everyone could take a moment and put your thumbs up and subscribe, that would be amazing. So take a moment, subscribe, and yes, and thumbs up. Um, and this is what they're doing. Now, do I know for a fact? No. I only know through what I see to be true. Now, there are lots of channels to see things to be true. And, this might be very uncomfortable for someone to look at this. This is the equipment. That's a head in the back. These are sacrifices. And this is the bed. This comes straight from, it was Molly's, Bullhorn Betty's, Chronicles of Olivia, JLR, Justin for All, Dolly Vision. This is theirs. This is where I got all the stuff from these guys in the beginning. And they gave the clearest information. I didn't know I was going to continuously get the exact information. I just had to trust it. What Candace is showing herself covered in is what these kids get covered in. It's just a lot of blood, you guys. And that's the V. Look at the V on Candace. I will be showing that V throughout this whole presentation. It's always there. The V was one of my first elements. This has never been questioned. The equipment in this room, has it changed any since you saved it? No. It's a great question. No. Nothing has changed. Nothing. What's changing? As far as the elements, they stay the same. What's changing are the ringleaders. You're going to see that Ernie is going to be gone. He was a ringleader. Benny was a ringleader. So who's gone now is Benny. Ernie's on his way out. Molly. Who else is gone? Tiffany sort of went away. There's a lot of other channels, but they sort of are hiding. And this is part of the water system. And when I say water system, this is it's in the irrigation water system. Somehow this is for the rebirth of plantation, farms, grass, trees. This is what they do. They put it in the system. And this here in front of you, if you look at it, you see there's a smiley face and a V. Though these are symbols. And what you see to the left, this is part of the equipment. Let me point it out. When I show you guys and I say the V's on the right here. This V here. Actually, I'm gonna blow it up a little. Yes, it's a drainage sort of a system. This here comes from Kylie Rodney's video. This here, all these pictures I bring you guys come from the cases. I'm not just Googling photos. There. Actually, let me turn it. I'm going to show you something. This here is what I show you. I think it goes this way. I think it goes this way. I show it these two, like, in the houses, in the water system, in the ceilings. In the ceilings. See? See the triangle? The orange, and then there's maroon. This is an urgent piece of equipment. And these shapes here are part of the cylinder setup. Doesn't change. This doesn't change. And they just present it differently throughout the videos. I showed you guys this copy. Wait, let me brighten this up. Let me show you something. Back in Tim Mullen's video, early videos, I showed you guys this. And I said, that's the equipment. That is somewhere beneath, like the houses. It's built in there. This is the equipment. This here I mentioned over 2 years ago. This is the same thing. It may present differently, but this is the same thing. It's equipment that helps move this sacrifice along, move these things along. And that's the water filtration system. Hello, whoever you are. Now, I know that I took this from one of the families that I'm following. When I say I'm following families, I'm following the families that all have the same introduction, the same videos, the same age kids. They all have tons of kids. They're always moving. They're always reconstructing. They're always going to Hawaii. They're always traveling. They're all doing the same thing with the exact same kind of a theme set up on their YouTube channel. Like the Beestons and the Kents and the families and this and that family. I think I put him, I think I linked a couple of them. Actually, I think I linked this one in there. Now, to this person, it's not about you. Your videos, just like all the other young families that come from Hawaii that have babies young, that have the exact same artistic flair to the YouTube channels. They're exactly the same. The editing is the same. The graphics are the same. The coloring is the same. The girls are the same. The girls are the same. There is you guys, they have the same women in both. Like I saw a crossover from 7 years ago. Now I might be wrong, right? Wait, let me see if I have a picture here. I might be wrong, but the crossover is quite astounding because the girls, the mothers all look the same. Let's see, new. I'll bring that up in a little bit. Yeah, I have it in here. And the girl looks just like the Beeston fam. They are all the same. This guy here is in his car, and I see something very important here. I see a particular look, and I see the V up on his head. I see it in the neck and in the person in the corner. This person that I see through this guy, I've watched him before. Now, I sent this in because, right, I sent this into the law enforcement because I don't know what they're looking at. I don't know what kind of a person they're looking for. What I'm saying is the person looks like this. And this to me is just like a Benny Keys. This to me is the same role as a Benny Keys. It's definitely deep faked. You could see yourself how it's layered. There's a layering thing here. And there's information underneath it to be seen. So I put this out there like this because I know there's deep fake here. I know there's missing bits of information, and I also know that the information beneath this video is important. And it's important to the children that are being taken. This is just yet another family that has everything the same as the families that I'm following. The guy in the middle that has the gray t-shirt would be the guy to go find. Because that photo is stuck in between the frames. That photo in the middle with the gray t-shirt was one that was stuck in between frames. Looks like a lot of the YouTubers that I watch, but when I watch a YouTuber's, it shows me information that I need to see. Look at his arm. You see that red thing on his arm? It's a red V. Right? Let's see if I... Oh, I did. So watch. I know the picture looks funny when I blow it up, but that's what's on his arm. That there is one of the top 3 elements. I'm telling you the top 3. And the guy that's wearing this shirt is stuck in between the frames. That is solid information. This here is in this guy's video. Throughout the video, you see the exact same equipment that I've been showing. It shows the sacrifices. This is what it is. This is the sacrifice. You're looking at it. This information that the dude shows that I see within his videos matches all the way back to the beginning where I said and showed you guys Robert Vaughn's equipment. That Robert Vaughn's equipment shows everything. Everything that I've done here could be wrapped up into Robert Vaughn's equipment. So to the left, you all will know that I've been showing that stuff in the car. To the left is the back seat of the car of the Beeston Bunch. To the right is a matching scene from the other family. You see this? This is stuff you don't find in the middle of your family room, and you don't find this in your car. So, Fozzie, are we supposed to think there's the same guy? No. This is more about telling the story for the children and showing you elements that are they're basically lying beneath the video. I just try to show photos of faces that I've never seen before, and I basically do that for the law enforcement if they want to look at that. Because the law enforcement's going to know who they're looking for. That's not what we do, right? So I'm showing you how things are beneath it and they change and they're different. So Benny Keys would show his phone all the time with kids doing weird things. This here is basically the same kind of a thing here as I'm showing you in this family's video. Here, look at the top of his head and what's going on here. See? He winds up in the corner. These are kids on Benny's video. It's the same thing as this. They're doing the same thing. This, this, and then that kid winds up in the corner of a fake car's window with the maroon trim with that thing on his head. Just like Aaron Carter. Aaron Carter wound up with his head in a corner as well. Just the same. See that? The child sitting in a corner. That's supposed to be a car. The goal of today's video, you guys, is to really get you guys to understand and see how information is all coming together the same, but is really coming out of these families' videos. That thing in the back, that's on his counter behind him. Lori Vallow's son had one of these on the counter behind him as well. The Idaho 4 had it in their video. Look at the red head. You guys, they're they're all the same. I mean, I'm gonna keep repeating myself because at the end of the day, what's interesting is I could sit here and show you identical information, and it won't be looked into even if they have nothing else to look into. Like, there's what I'm showing you here, what I'm going to get to is enough information to just go do something about it, right? Because this here, see that head in the corner? They're all heads in the corner. Look on the top. See? Same with this dude. It's advertised. Madeleine McCann's parents even advertised it. See this? This is in their video. Look at that. Look at the trim. Look at the head. They show it. And no one gives a shit. They're showing it. That. This is this. So all this is repeating over and over and over the elements that I see, and that I've seen this since Appalachian Fairground, since the Summer Moon Wells Carnival, since the Summer Moon Wells Waterhole, since the Wells property, the swing, the rain, the drive in the rain. You know, when I say, oh, that's the number 5 piece of equipment, these other 2 pictures, these are Appalachian Fairground. And the top one is Tim Mullen's backseat of his car. These are solid bits of elements that when I say there's a number 5 over to the right, that's exactly what some of them look like. Is it a 5? I don't know what I call it a 5. In this new families videos that I'm following, those are the heads that are in the car. That's how they show it. And the one to the left is from the fisherman that I follow. Now, coming up 3 years, I know that I have shown hundreds of situations that look like this. The maroon with the white trim, they're always in the corner. The picture to the right is from the Idaho 4 party. Now, there's no difference to me from any of these pictures, and none of this has ever been discussed on YouTube other than my channel. Tim will never talk. No one's coming up here to talk. They just won't. I've tried. This here shows the same. The Idaho 4 is no different. When you look at the picture all the way to the left, and I say that's the machine, blah, blah, blah. This is the number 5 over here, just as, so imagine the head's in here. This is the machine, right? 3. Here, let me copy and bring it out. Imagine this is all the same. See, this is all the same. There's a head. Goes like that. It's the same. And that's what happens to Idaho 4. They show this information, and I see sacrifice. I see Kylie Rodney's beach party. I see the sacrifice. And all that's telling me is I'm correct when I see it. And I'm not saying there's a sacrifice going on in this picture. I'm saying I see a sacrifice going on in this picture. So these sacrifices, you know how I say cars are involved, and they are. There's a way of them taking these children and taking these victims, you guys, that are just gone. But it's this that I see. And I see that often. Often that is a ongoing image that is shown to me. And when you see something enough times, you're going to see it again. It's going to be shown to you. And it's shown to me because I'm supposed to see it. And these are the bits of information from summer. What's the difference between Kylie's, that I believe this is, and the Idaho 4? This is Idaho 4. There's no difference. I put a magnifying glass, I magnified that picture there. That's the Idaho 4. So what I see to the left is, here, I'm going to show you. Like, this is the helmet, this is a head, this is the neck. Like this, the eye has the same patch that Candace had. I see this is the head. But it brings me back to telling me, go back to August 5th. Go back to Kylie Rodney's bash party that supposedly she was taken from. It's telling me to do that. So, like, if I were an investigator that could basically bring this information to someone that would make a difference, I would be going back. I'd be going back. to that day. Not that day, to those videos. I think they were blown off. To the left was that video I always go back to from Idaho 4. Here's your V. Here's your camera. Same thing here. Here's your V. Here's your camera. This here is Robert Vaughn stuff. This here is Idaho 4. Thumbs up. Woo-hoo. Thank you. And if you look, the information that is showing might as well be Candace Bly. What's the difference? Nothing. They're victims. They're showing victims. No traction. But this comes down to the same thing that Robert Vaughn showed as the major equipment. When I say this is the equipment, it runs everything. See, this is Robert Vaughn. That's a head being placed in the corner, right? It's exactly what I just showed you. A head. Wait, let me turn it. So this is exactly what I'm showing you here. See? Their heads being placed systematically. Thank you for those ones. And Robert Vaughn's video and Robert Vaughn's critical drawings, to me, are the blueprints of everything we go over here. Everything we go over here stems and could be brought back to that video and those photos. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I have incredible presentations. So when this guy sits like this and holds on to this camera, two things. If you look in the small photo, you see other things going on, right? But when I say holding the camera, I see the same situation. See the box around him? Let me show you. There's always a maroon trim around these guys right here. Always a maroon trim. Always a box. Always. Just like him. See the face? These dudes are telling me the same story. I forgot what that guy's name was. This is part of it, you guys. What they're doing to the victims is something that we can't even imagine. Can't even imagine. Rex Sherman was one of them that's doing this. It's information that was captured on even Adventures with Purpose video with this guy. If you look into the video, into the photos, thank you, Muffin, you'll see that this is all the same. These are all the same. Just like I said in the beginning, heads on platters. I don't know what they're doing, but all I know is that's the head, the same as this is. Boom. It's being placed systematically within the earth. See? This is the equipment. They're sacrificing. They're sacrificing them after decapitation. Horrific, horrific pain they need to go through. And Robert Vaughn's video and information gave me a look at the blueprints. And it's always matches. This stuff is consistent. It's consistent. It's the equipment. And that's being placed within the rocks formations, within the ground, within the universe. Every time. This is this. This is that. It's being placed. It's telling me. These are the same story over and over and over. Robert Vaughn's information's to the right. That's the little V. These are little teeny pieces that are placed, you guys. They're placed perfectly, these things, within the universe. This here is what I showed you from the Idaho 4, the backyard of the Idaho 4. This is how it's called plantation. This is like where they would plant this stuff. Here. That stuff is this stuff, the gooky stuff. The mesh stuff, I call it. That's the back of the Idaho 4 house. This is a prime example of deepfake. This here, I'm just showing you how she is not even in the photo. This doesn't even make sense. So when you start watching these families, the ones that have millions of subscribers, millions of views, I don't know what they're doing, but they're not all together in one room. And that's not my clairvoyance or anything. This is just lying. This is just I don't know what's going on here, but this isn't correct at all. This is children in different rooms than the video. And I just could see information on the children because that's what I'm supposed to see. And this here is what speaks to me. This. I don't know, you guys. Something real fucked up. That's her back. Super bad editing back there. See? See the maroon box in the hanger, and then that thing on her face? That's her back. See, this is really fucked up. And if these families are actually really doing something, my pure goal will be to take them down because they're making millions on this. And this here, as I'm looking closer to it, is fake. Look, see that on her neck? It's on her neck. This is fabricated. Like, it's super easy to find the channels because they're all the same. But they also all show the children like this. You guys look at the children's heads. These are not their heads. This is impossible. This is not their head. It's not possible. So if I were to open this up a little, all of these kids' heads are attached to these things. They're like attached to machines. I swear to God. See that? They're attached to something. Right, it looks like an animal. But I could tell you, it's not a child. It's head. Let me open up the other one to show you guys that she's pulling it from the child's head. It's just not true. However you want to look at this, These are elements, and however you want to look at this, that's what it looks like. Yes, she just said turn it a certain way. I'm turning it. That's funny. Yeah, it's created as like this. It's like this. This is to the right is Quentin Simon, and to the left is Ryan Upchurch. Ryan always gave me great information, but it reminds me of all of this. Like whatever's in her head, it's like the same as whatever this is. See what I'm saying? Like it's the same thing going on. This is the same thing going on. The same situation. Ryan Upchurch has the same situation. And the faces and the heads are always um, screwed up. Like whatever's going on with her face is this. This here, the girls are always all doing that. And if you look at this child's neck and the teeth, see? And her face. So this is all the same group. And I'm going to be honing in. I like to always show how the Idaho 4 video, this same video of whatever that guy was doing, really shows a lot of incredible information. Yes, it's got like it's like pinned down. So what's going on the right is from that guy's video. It's like what's going on in the left. It's to me um all connected. Yeah, her mouth is bloody. This came from the Wells video. I can't brighten it because I'll lose it, but I think that this represents Summer Moon. I think this is Summer, and they know where she is, and this is a spiritual photo of her placed within the earth, pieces of her, like what Lori Vallow did. This we have one like this of Kylie Rodney. This is Summers from News Nation. And it's the same message. The deed is done. It's done. Like this. These sacrifices are complete. They're at peace. They're done. These are complete, you guys. These are pieces that are done. They've gone through their sacrifice. They've gone through their pain. and they're being placed. They're not alone. Summer's not alone. I'm watching this. You see, when I sit and stare at a photo, not every photo, photos like this, it presents a story. And it's the story of the victim. And that's how they're looking to get justice. They know, like, once they go with these people, they know they're never going to be found. They know it. They know what's about to happen to them. But this is deep down under. This is a way that they're just gone. And this is like what the A-frame looks like. The whole production. See this? Those are the pieces. These are the pieces that are placed. And those are the pieces of importance, just like what he's showing on his arm. Those are trophies, you guys. And I'm pretty sure there are people that have Summer's trophies. These trophies, I think the family have before we know they're like, it's like, I think we find out they're missing after the trophies are separated. You need to watch this part very carefully. The head, again, I see the machine. I see the machine and I see the thing connected to the neck. Look closely at the child. Do you see that thing around her neck? Let me grab this. 48. Let me grab it and kind of pull this in. Here, let's turn it down. All right, I'm going to bring the coloring in a little. Because what they do is they add this brightness, but if you take the brightness away, you could see the equipment. That's the equipment. And that's very clear, and it's above the head. And the thing that's connected to the neck, you've got that round thing on the top that looks like the round piece that goes with the camera. But if you just look at the equipment above her head, it's the same equipment that I've been showing you guys. Ooh, I just brought it, look at this. Wait. Now you could see it. And the child is down there. That's the equipment. That's the V. This is what it looks like. This is what it looks like. How cool is that? Here. See, when you use different contrasts, same element. See the head over there? All the way to the left, there's like there's always more than one person. This person here is the one connected to the machine with by its eyeball. This is the one that's connected on the eyeball side. Wait, over here. This is a person connected to the machine here. This is over the neck, the face. How about that? Kind of the same thing that we looked at the hippie house when Dolly Vision showed it to us. So whatever's going on with this little girl, the thing is connected to the bottom of her head. It's on it always has been. It's in their mouth, it's in their head. They're taking it out of the head. See that? It's coming out of the head. You take the brightness down. So when I take the brightness down, you could see it a little better. There you go. So that's coming out of the back of her head. Just like that. This is the Summer Moon Wells missing children's case. This is all of them. This is what I've been showing. But these families show it the best. They show it really well. See? So these are sacrifices that they're doing to the children. I see the sacrifice here. I see it. Here's the back of the head. Very obvious. Where is this happening? That's what Ellie needs to be certain. They could find out where this is happening because just follow the people who's got this in their videos. Literally just follow the videos. That's up to them. Like, I don't think they're gonna. I mean, here's the sacrifices. Could be summer moon. Look at her neck. Michael Vaughn. Michael Vaughn's photos were completely ignored. Michael Vaughn is being shown here as a victim and going through cookie cutter Summer Moon Wells. Cookie cutter. Right here, I'm going to crop it. I'm going to show you a couple different things. These are the bars. He was sacrificed. See that? And then look at the child that's sitting in the seat. Look at their face. I blew it up a little bit. There's no face. It's covered. These are sacrifices. All of them. The back of the cars are really, really have been incredible for me. Ryan Upchurch has been amazing, and I don't really bring him up much just because it's irrelevant, I guess. But this dude, Ryan, shows like transporting of these bodies. That's the back seat of his car. Right there. I wanted to ask him where that came from and what this is, but no. Ran away. Ran away. It's consistent in where this information comes from. It's really consistent. And little Michael Vaughn is a victim. He went through this as well with Summer. Again, it's all maybe, allegedly, possibly. But photos like this, how many times could I show photos that identify and show the same information as Summer for 3 years? Why? And look, we have these this summer with the lips like this. There are videos that I tried going through and it just gives me the same stuff. Just kind of stopped going through some of them because I do believe I have everything I need for, for a documentary. I mean, this is Michael Vaughn. This is Michael Vaughn. Here, Michael Vaughn has a bruised eye. That's the Wells doorway on the right. But Michael Vaughn. He has a bruise. Looking back at Robert Vaughn's information, you could see the elements. You could see the equipment, like right in here. Like, you just have to look. Really, that's kind of all it is looking. Move this. This is the number 5 machine. This is the head. So that number 5 machine, bring it up. Again, is under the head. It's under the head. And those here, these boxes, see these with the L? These are boxes. These are placement boxes. Placement boxes. There's no difference between these heads. The Idaho 4 Cases videos really, really is a wonderful place to get this information, to look at this kind of stuff. Look at his neck. Interesting. Oh, weird. Let me show you. I don't know if you guys see this. Oh, I don't see it anymore. Oh, weird. I saw a different person in here. Do you guys see another person in here? Like, I do. Right through here. Right here. Huh. Quentin Simon. This poor baby. This baby had the element right here on his face. Over and over and over. Coming right out of his ear. Nothing. This came right from the news station. That's a critter. It's a very quiet, unspoken thing. No one's going to talk about any of this. But this is the story. This is the story that they're running from. This is the story that no one wants to talk about. See how these match? They're from different videos. They all have the same information. Here's this piece. Here's this piece. This is this. This is here somewhere. Let me copy and paste it. This is the same. See? See that? It's the same. Different videos. Different creators. This one is the YouTube family creator. See? Boom. Thank you for those ones. Again. Michael Vaughn once more. Michael Vaughn captivated the country just as Summer Moon. We all know that. This is Michael Vaughn. Why is it not being accepted that this is what he looks like in the video? How is this not accepted? These are the pointy things that go in the eye. This is Michael Vaughn. Here's his V. Right there. There is no difference in any of these videos, in any of the images. None. You see, I'm showing you a pattern. And the pattern doesn't stop. Hold on. I was looking for something. Oh, poo. Just like this, Michael Vaughn, who's sitting right in his swing chair, whatever. This is the same thing. The same thing. Whoop. All the same. You could see that it's a green chair over to the left. But if you look here to the right, the face is taken. They're done. They've went through. Here's the face. Same face as you see on your victims. Do you see something wrong here with Summer Moon? I do. Doesn't look like Summer Moon. That's not Summer Moon. This is an older victim on the swing. Summer Moon did not go by herself. See her all wrapped up here? She's in a corner. Always in a corner. Right there. Here's the heart. This is her baby doll. This is the story, you guys. And it shows. Correct. It's Michael Van. This to me is Michael Van and Summer. This to me is Michael Van and Summer. This to me is the whole entire thing that went into the sacrifice. Like, that is it. That's what I see. And this comes from the video, you guys. Remember I told you the bow and arrow? Here's the bow and arrow that I got from a video. And this is supposed to be the actor. I doubt it. This is the bow and arrow that I said they showed at Gabby Petito's. Or they said they found. If you look really closely, here are those images down here. And the child's neck all reminds me of a Summer Moon Wells child. This. This is what I was looking for. It's a bow and arrow. And this is the advertisement. Like I showed you earlier. Bow and arrow. Correct. Harmony Montgomery's with them too. What kind of a fucking advertisement is this? Per Madeline McCain. Come on, you guys. This matches. This to me is like telling you that she's a Summer Moon Wells child. This tells you so. That's Madeline McCain's parents. This is Madeline McCain's advertisement for their documentary. This. This is in the front of the advertisement. I didn't do anything to it. So going back to the person I started with. I started with the new family that I'm following on YouTube. Right? This guy. This dude. Who has the frame, the maroon. See what's behind him? See the maroon and the silver frame on his neck? You see all of the symbols here? See the smiley face down there? Let me point it all out. This is what I started with. There's the smiley face. Whoop. Here's a little smiley face. Here's the maroon. Here's the trim. Put the eyeball. Put all of this. And then look back here. Look back here. Just like Dolly Vision's car. Just like Dolly Vision's car. Right back here. You got your doorway. Let me tell you guys something. Whoever's videos that I look after and I show you pictures of their car, it's not as if the pictures of the car change. They stay the same. They don't change. This new person, this new guy, has all of the same elements. I mean, here's Dolly Vision. Really? That's from Dolly Vision's video. The one that matches this guy, when I say that there's doorways behind him, there are doorways behind him. It's not a car. Those are doorways. So this guy that I started with, this dude, is plastering. Now, anyone that has been following me knows this is a definite part of the process. A new house, new construction, new wood, new plaster, new paint, new basement, new plumbing. They all have it. Not just once. Like, oh my God, we have to move again. Oh my God, should we move again? Should we move back to Hawaii and then back? And they just keep moving. This is in his video. And for those that don't know what I'm talking about, I'm going to show you a little bit. This is in their video. This to me, I see Don Wells all over it. I just see Summer Moon Wells. I see so much here that it brings me right back to showing you guys what happens to these plaster buckets. They're showing these plaster buckets to me as the part of the equipment that takes pieces of their bodies and they put it in plaster. This is what I see here. I don't know what else I'm supposed to see inside the bucket. What else are we supposed to see in the bucket? I don't see anything else. This here, what's inside there would be this. the bucket. This. And it brings me right back to the plastering. Right back to Don's house. Right back to the beginning. That there is all the same as this. These are buckets in there. Those are buckets. And this is the Idaho 4. This is the bucket. That's the bucket. That's the bucket. Every victim has this shit. Every victim. It all comes together. Picture to the left is from the family I follow, right? Oh, thank you, Crystal. Thank you so much for that super sticker. I see you and thank you very much. Thank you, Crystal. Woo! Thank you. It all goes back to John Wayne Gacy. This is current families, John Wayne Gacy. And Rex Sherman. They're all the same to me. They're all the same. John Wayne Gacy's pictures from his car. This is from the video I'm following. They showed back then the same information in John Wayne Gacy's video as they're showing today. This is not a normal photo of John Wayne Gacy. Neither is this. And neither is this from today's video. Thank you, Crystal. This to me is the Kylie Rodney. This is Kylie Rodney. I believe, allegedly, this is from the Beeston Bunch. Each one of these victims are paired off with a baby, an embryo, something that we wouldn't even believe to be true. But this comes from her video. And there is a lot going on here that takes our children, takes babies. A lot of babies. Babies is what I see, and I see this a lot. A lot. This here is Molly Golightly. This here is a mess of a photo. But this is a bucket. This is a boiling bucket. This is underground. This is underground. It's a mess of a photo, but this is underground. This is a human. This is what I see. This is a human. This is its head. And they're going in a bucket. Like I see that they boil them all together. This is one goes down into a bucket underground. That's what I'm seeing. Kind of like this. This was marked Brian Kohlberger's uploaded video in October. No one probably, you guys have seen this, but no one's talked about it. Isn't this a little weird that this would be Brian Kohlberger's video in October and no one's talked about it? Really? Is this a crock of shit? The picture over here to the left is from Summer Moon. I see this as a very important tree. I feel like this tree is extremely important. I believe JLR showed it. Let me get a closer picture. And that this information really, really encompasses everything that I say that goes on. I see skeleton remains in the tree. Like, can this tree be, let's see, could this tree possibly be the one that Candace is sitting by? This. See how the branches are? Like Delphicates? See how hers also has that split? See what I mean? It speaks to me as if Summer Moon's pieces were placed within a tree like this. That's what I'm seeing. Let me get this a little closer for a second. Like, I see this as a chipmunk. You guys see what I'm saying? What matched? Right? This. And on the bottom. Wait. I mean, sometimes I could see something that's really not there, and I don't know. Like, I see Paw Patrol here. And that's down on the bottom. Grab one more. Let me grab Candace again. Right? It's the way that it's split. And see how they have the pieces like that there? I think she does too. See that those V's? She has that same thing. Look. Look. She has that same V. I didn't see this before. Let me grab that again. That there. See? Yeah. This tree is by the allegedly by the this was in JLR's video where he went back there. It's very much the same. It's very much the same. And then you guys have that stuff in his eyes, but I always show. Here's that dude. I'm just looking at all of the elements that are stuck in his videos. Like this. I mean, at this point, I know all the little things, right? Like, I know all those little things. This is all for the children. And this girl here, I have to put it back up. Really stands out. I really think these are the same. I put it back out here. These are the typical kind of videos that I find in the family's stuff to the left. Just like that. And I'm just matching it up to that Oregon serial killer. And Candace's dolls are really important, you guys. I feel that very strongly. I feel like they're symbolic of each one of these victims. I would look, if I were the law enforcement, I would go look at the dolls, like closely look at the dolls. Again, Summer Moon Wells' very first videos and photos, you guys, brought us right to this. This is all the same. Even to the left, it's got the V on the neck. Like it's really, really the same. Story is not going to change. Elements are not going to change. It's all about this. They're doing something here. They're doing something with the blood. They're doing something with the head. They're doing something with the pieces of the bodies. But it's not like they go and tell the story as much as they tell bits of the story because they're not really standing in their truth. So the stories are being told in bits like this. I mean, this here, you guys, is what's happening. That's the equipment. This is the equipment. There is no difference between these. Blood. I believe that this is the equipment, the actual equipment. And this is after the fact. This is just part of the process, but this is after. And this is the Beeston bunch. There's no difference. There's no difference between this photo and Madeleine McCann's photo, you guys. You do know that, right? You see that they're telling the same story. Why is it that it can't be talked about? Why is it that Madeleine McCann's story matches this photo? Makes no sense. And nobody wants to discuss it. Let me crop Madeleine's photo. This here is the Beeston bunch. This here is the front cover of Madeleine McCann's documentary. Why is this confusing? This is what they're doing. Whatever this is. No, this is if you go to her documentary, this is the front cover of the documentary. I didn't make this shit up. That's Madeleine McCann right there. This is in the bubble in the video. This is the Beeston Bunch. And behind this photo, the Beeston Bunch lays that thing. I mean, to me, that is such a big message. It's a huge message. Here, let me show you summer. Oh, now I see monkey. Ooh, love when that happens. All right, let me show you something. Summer is the exact same thing we're looking at. Hold on. Wait, let me put, so you've got this. Here you have Madeleine McCann. You have the Beeston Bunch. Now watch this. And now here's summer. See? And there's monkey in the back. It's a monkey. Watch. This is all the same. It's showing the same information. Here, here, and here. Here's monkey. That's a monkey head. Here, here, here. And there's a monkey in the back. How fucked up is that? Look at that, you guys. Holy shit, right? Let me crop. I'm just going to crop. And Summer actually has a monkey. That's a monkey head. So if I were to crop this so we get a little, saturate it. Oh yeah, here I'm going to saturate it a little. Copy. Okay. There. This is Summers. That's the Beeston Bunch. And this is Madeleine McCann's. Summers actually has the same hat on. That thing. It's right here. See, I told you it's all the same, and it's all in the V. See the hat? Here's the face. Here's the V. Hat, face, V. I don't see the hat. Here's the face. Here's the V. There's the little house in the back. See the little house in the back? Remember I told you they all have a little house? Back there. Let me get Monkey's face back in here. Let's see. So back here by Summer, there's Monkey. A monkey face. See it? Thank you for those ones. See the monkey face? There's a freaking monkey face. So this here is pretty fucking amazing, is what I could tell you. This here, I gotta keep Monkey in here. Wait. Then they have their little house back there. So if I were you guys, this should be the front of news story. This. I'm gonna take a screenshot. See? Insane. This is the story. This is the story of the Summer Moonwell's children. This is what I call all the trophies that get pulled together and get placed in the water. This. So it's all these little crazy little things, right? That I'm like, oh, those are the little pieces. These are the little pieces. That's the Idaho 4 pieces. These are Summers. And these are the little teeny, I don't know what they are. These are the little teeny embryo babies. But I got photos of them, and they come from the same people. They come from the same videos. And this is what they're doing. This is what they're doing. This. I wouldn't have a photo of this if it wasn't being done this way. This is from the carnival. Idaho 4. Kylie. This to me sums up the story of the missing got gone children. Right here. This here sums up, looks like babies he's holding. Yeah. This sums up the Summer Moonwell's missing children. This to me sums up where they're going and what's happening to them. No one's going to say anything. No one's going to tell us what's going on. Just have to feel it to understand it. See it and feel it to understand it. And that's what we're doing here. I'm telling the story to the best of my ability. Oh, what's this? Wait. Oh, interesting. It's showing itself brighter. Look at that. Look at that, you guys. And I'm going to bring this up. Look at that. You see the little ones? It's trying to show us the whole thing. I believe we're looking at Michael. Michael is the big one and Summer is the small one. Wow. Right, isn't this interesting? I see an adult. I definitely see the older Summer and the baby. That's an older Summer on the swing with the newborn, with the baby. And I see Michael. Wow. It looks like it looks like it looks like they're being pulled away. You know what it looks like? It looks like they're on like a raft, like wood pieces, like wood pieces. That is not the Summer we know. That is an adult. Look, let me crop in. This here, you guys, it's mud. Yeah, hanging. They're wrapped. The baby's wrapped very tightly, like in a cocoon. And they're on that swing. They're on that It's taking them away. It's like all rubbish and rubble and straw and hay and tree limbs and tree pieces. Wow. I see water. I see the river. You guys, I see you know what I see? That dude's back of his house. I see the back of the house. Like, let me show you something. I see water. I'm just giving you what I see, right? I see this as water. This is land. I see this as like the guy who showed his house that lives across the river on the other side. I see this as across the river on the other side. This. And they're being moved across the river. Like I see them being moved across the river, you guys. They're moved across the water. You guys, they move across the water, and these are made with sticks. This is made with trees and sticks and all natural stuff, and they're being brought across the river. That's how I see them moving them. This is what I'm telling you. I see spiritually is that the river is below them and they get moved above, like they get pulled across the river. Across the river is what I'm saying. Oh, thank you, Long Gone. WCA, an amazing presentation. Thank you. You're a sweetheart. Thank you. This is the river, and they moved this way. So let's say the wells are over here, moves this way, across into this stuff. Whatever's over here across the river. Here. I don't know when I don't know what that guy's name is. May. Let me see if I did May screenshots. Let me see. Oh, interesting. This guy looks just like this dude. Doesn't he? Brandon Fender. This is Fender. Brandon Fender. Doesn't he doesn't he look like him? He's in the same fake car. Look. Whoa. Oh my God, you guys. Wait a minute. This is Brandon Fender. Fender Farms, I believe. Wait, I gotta see. Oh my God. I'm gonna put all these photos up that I have of him. Wait, who's this? Is this Dolly? I can't even tell anymore who's who. Wait, let me see. Let me see if I have here what I was looking for. How easily I forget. Okay. Wait a minute. Now I gotta look at this. But I see across the river. That's what I see across the river from. See it, the guy that's in the small window. Wait, let me make it smaller. Oh my God. Right? He's a tree recovery dude. Look at that. Look at that. Right? I see a major resemblance. I didn't find what I wanted, but I'm telling you here, I see summer. This is the water. They moved across the way, across the river to the other side. Period. And however they went wherever they went to, that's how they got away with it. They wrapped them like they blended into the trees, you guys. And they went to the other side. It's made of all wood and bamboo. And they went into the water there, and this is where how they got out. Over here. Over here. The other side. That's all that keeps coming through. They couldn't cut the tree down. They needed those trees up there before summer went missing. I think she blended into them, and I believe this is how I think that it just keeps coming through. They brought her to the other side of the river, and this is how they did it. You couldn't see her. She was like camouflaged and taken. Sh but she's not alone. She wasn't alone. See that? This here went down into the rubbish and the water. This is the water, but she landed in this brush, like the gook. And that's how she traveled. You guys, so I'm getting that that's how they didn't see her. Like traveled in like these like were wrapped up, like she was camouflaged. She was camouflaged. And whoever's house this is, she's above the house. This is not the Wells house, you see. See how she's above the house? Maybe that is the Wells house. You see what I'm saying? She's on the other side. You guys, she went to the other side of the river. One of these kids they rescued. Rescued them. I'm still on live. Where are you? I'll call you in a few minutes. Um, Under the leaves, in the leaves. Like, do you see what I'm saying, you guys? See this house? This could be the Wells, and she was brought across the river to the other side. That's what happened, I believe. She was lifted up across. Nothing happened on their property. This is what I'm getting. Nothing happened on their property. See, when I say that she landed over here, do you see? I get my cues to look at, right? And that is, this is her foot. And it shows me that she's being pulled down here, that she's being pulled into the leaves. So this is what my read is this is their house. She was pulled away this way, and she's looking back at the house. So whatever direction this is, you guys. So here, this is the Wells house. She's being pulled away this way, and she's looking, and she's being pulled away this way. She's camouflaged, and then she winds up over the river on the other side of the river. This is water, and goes down here into on the side of the river. So here's the riverbank. She gets placed in here and moves down the river. You don't see her go. I'm telling you, I'm telling you, I'm telling you. This is the direction that she went, and that she went bye-bye. This way. Whatever this is the back of their house. So what this is where the mattress is. I'm gonna have to I'm gonna have to go I'm gonna have to I'm gonna have to look this up on Google. This is the mattress. She's going over the river, it's taking her this way, you guys, and then this way. So it's going this way and then this way. See what I'm saying? She goes this way, and then she's let down over here. That's how she left. That's how she left. She left going upward tracks. They took her, they put her on like a pulley, on a pulley. They clipped her on and she went, and she was gone. They put her on a pulley and she went that away. And then this way. So she went this way. See, on this side, there's no house. See, on this one, there's no house because now she's going this way. She goes this way away from the house disappears, and then she goes down this way. That's Summer Moonwell's story. I'm sticking to it. She was pulled up, and away. Where's that picture? Up, and away. One sec. Right, so this photo, this one, there's no house. She's further away from the house. See? See? She's further away from the house here. Here, she's watching. She's looking at the house, watching, and she's being pulled away. Here, she's further away. Look how far the house is. See how far the house, there's no house. And then she lands here and gets taken away. Like she lands here. She gets pulled. Just like we said, she gets pulled. Back to the house, gets pulled. She gets pulled. Oh, there's tunnels. Then she just stays under. She just stays under. That's what I see. That's not a swing. That's not the swing ride. That's her being lifted and taken away. That is her being lifted and taken away. That's how I see it. Totally. Wow. This is super strong for me. What is this? See how the house is so close? They get lifted away from the Wells house. They get lifted away from the Wells house. Lifted away. And then let down across the river. And then they're let down across the river on the other side of the river. So you can't find any bits of her anywhere on the property because she's lifted up and taken over the river on one of these pulleys. You know how the brothers went down and Don said something about down by down by the poles that they have like something that brings them down. Remember Don said something about you guys how the boys went looking that night for Summer and they went down by where something brings them down. It was he did like a movement like this, or maybe I envisioned it like when he said that, what I envisioned in my third eye, he said something about going down, was them going down a pulley. I remember seeing that I remember seeing it in my third eye because he said something. He said something about the boys going there because they play on, they have something that's set up to do that. You remember? And I remember imagining them going down this thing. So I could almost see it. They go down and then up. So this brings them down and up, or up and then down, one of the two. I think up and then down. Yeah, because that's their house right there. And these are photos of her above the house, very high above the house. I think that that will be, look, I'm gonna look on a Google map and draw it out. I think that that would be easy for me. See something. Google Maps. 110 Ben Hill Road, Rogersville. All right, let me see. Can you guys still hear me? Can you guys still hear me? You guys could still hear me? Yes. Anyone? Thumbs up. Okay, yes, thank you. So here's the house. Oh, wait, let me plug my computer in. Wait a minute. Hold on. Okay. Okay. This is the house. So this is where this is where the mattress is, right? This would be where the mattress is. It would be this way. It's this way. See this line here? It would be this way. It would be this way. What's this here? What's this thing? It's almost as if it would be this thing right here, right? Because this is what she's looking at right here. So whatever this is, see this thin little line in here? You guys, this is where this this thin little line, and then she went this way. I feel it. You guys, I feel it. Look at that. Because she's looking at this. And she pulls over here, here, whatever this white thing is, and then goes this way. Here. What is this thing? This is Beach Creek. What's this thing? The zip line. What's this thing? Oh my God, that's the bottom of the hill. You guys, this is the bottom of the hill. This is what I was just touching. This. Isn't this still his property? There. She went here. What is this? Do you guys know if this is the bottom of the hill? Like, is this the bottom of Beach? That's the highway. So here's, wait, I'm gonna take pictures. Here's the highway. This is the highway. Is this his property? This is the opposite side of the house, right? Is that why they call the shed at the bottom? Is that what they call the shed? Does anyone know? Is this the shed at the bottom of the hill? It's the second shed. So this would still be his property. This is this is how she got off. This is how she got off the property. But she didn't touch the shed, you guys. She didn't touch the shed. Looks like the bottom of the property. Let's see if it gives. See more detail. 13th. 12th. Hold on. One second. So this is 2012. 2019. No, 2021. This is 2009. So this is 2009. It makes a difference to me because um I like to see what was built. 2013. 2012. So this little thing here was built. This little thing in the front, this was built in 2013. See? This is what it looked like. Isn't this when they got the property? See, there's no trailer, nothing. That's the trailer. That thing was built. It's like a little, it's like a little mini, it's like a little mini one. So if in fact this is the bottom of the hill, I'm putting it out there. I'm putting it out there that that's how she got off the property. And then she went across the river. She had to cross, where's this? I don't know even where the stream is. Like wherever this stream is, she had to cross over it. The beach, the creek is right there. Summerwell's home place. Interesting. So we went right over here. So we went to the bottom, you guys see? Look, we passed over the river. We went here. We went here. From here to this dot, the other side, we went to the other side of the river. See? Here's the river. I said that. I said, so this was her house. We went to other side of the river. See? Back here again. So we went here. Street level. See? We did pass the river. We went to, we had a, you have to, you have to go on the other side of the river to do that. Wow. So somewhere on their property, there's a river, there's water in between, right? So what we did was she looked from here. It was watching this way. And this thin line, I don't know what it is, goes through, and the river must be in here somewhere. Because then we go here and then over. Right here. Go over here. This area. Come on. Open. Street level. See, and there we are. And this is it. This picture, understand, is the 13th. This is the 13th, right? So this is the 13th. Let's go to YouTube. Don Wells Shed House. Oh, there it is. It's the same thing. You guys, But that's not the shed on the bottom. This this one. This. You guys, this is the shed at the bottom of the property. Okay, tell me if you could hear this. Wait a minute. Did you see him pointing up? Did you see him pointing up to the look at what do you see this here? Okay, so that's the shed. That's the shed that has all the stuff in it. That's the shed that I kept showing you guys. I'm like, what's in this shed? See, this is from 2013. So, wait, here. All right, let's watch this. Let's watch this. You guys could hear it. Let's watch this one. Okay, so when I listen to this, I feel like the interview room knows what happened. Like, it's just that's just the feeling I get. So I want you to watch right up here, the V that shows up in the window. I think she watch right here. Watch what happens. These are things that I look at. So what I would do is like, I don't know, see, why does it keep doing that? See how it goes down in the corner? Wait a minute. So this is how I get my feel. So what I see, you guys, is that she came down the pole. She went across the pole. She crossed over the river. And this is the other side. This up here. Yeah, this was part of her story. It's that small that it gets covered by bush? Is it that small? See, this is what bothers me. Let me show you something. Okay, so I'm going to record this. I'm going to show you how the size of the house changes, and this stuff bothers the shit out of me. So there you don't see it. It's right there a little bit, right? I'm going to show you. So what I would do, I see the brush, like I feel like they let her down. They're somewhere by the bushes and not necessarily in the shed. I feel like right there, like it was like, see where Chris is looking? So I feel like this is what I saw from above. This is what I saw from above. And I feel like this is where you'd be able to find something in this brush. in here, not necessarily the shed as much as where Chris is going over here, in here. I feel something in here. Wait, it kind of, the fuck? It's the video. Like in the brush. Like in here. That's where I would look. It would be in here. What's, wait, it's just going over the house now. It just showed some of the house. See how it kind of blends in? So it's difficult, but if you look up here, see how this is an opening? Kind of looks like what Kylie Rodney was given, an opening like this. This is a very, very spiritual song. I feel a connection. I feel like Chris has a connection. That's like the gateway right there. See how that opening here, like she comes, oh right, she came down and then over. I'm just not clear on why two different looks. See how these are two different looks? Maybe they took them from years ago. I don't know. But I don't necessarily think anything. I think that that would be a decoy. We're not going to talk about that wheelchair. But I still believe that these are not all the same summers. I believe that there's multiple summers. But I feel very different. I feel very different feeling listening to his video. It's really different. Are these kids being, when I wonder if they say saved, like resurrection, right? But I feel like Chris knows, like he really knows. I've never felt that before until I listened to this song. See, if you look up here, these are the sticks on this door. I see the sticks on that door. And this in here. This is what I kept seeing Summer's feet falling down into. Like I showed you that picture of her falling down into the, like right across the river into the bush area like that. See this? Very important. So I definitely see this as an opening. So This here, oh my God, I've been on here for over 3 hours. See the sticks? These are different. These are different doors. See how it's different? The sticks are gone. Do you see that? Wait, hold on. No, 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 hold my computer. You guys, the sticks are gone. Right. You see what I'm saying? How it changes? You guys? The sticks are gone. See, it's different. I knew it was different. How could this be different in the same video? These are different doors. See what I'm saying, you guys? This is what I mean. This is what drives me crazy. Why are they different? Like, why are they different? Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? Can you guys hear me now? Can you hear me now? Yes. One side door, front. Can you hear me now? Yes. Thumbs up. Thumbs up. Look it. No sound last 10 minutes. Jesus. Look at that. So the doors are different. The doors are changing. I need to go over the brush and the doors and that opening. This is the way out. I'm saying that I don't know about the shed. The shed's changing. I'm saying that she went down into the grass area. And there's more than one. There's just not one. And I'm also saying that I feel like Chris knows the story. I have a very, very strong feeling towards Chris knowing the story. In the brush. Yeah, I think that he knows what happened. It's a funny feeling I have listening to this video. And I feel like it's within here. I don't know, obviously 3 years later, but like the doorway changes. I mean, the door changes, the piece of wood changes. So I'm gonna have to go through this. So maybe the doorway changes because it's something I gotta look into. But see here, you guys see how this shows this here shows um gate. And look at the door. See how the door is different? And these things just happen and no one talks about it. You know, they just don't. They just don't. I mean, the doorways change. I mean, it's right in front of us. I mean, it's right there. So this is how I work. So Summer Moon Wells directed me here, right? You saw her direct me. I stopped on that video and I followed where she was looking. And where she was looking was in the back of the house. And then I followed how I felt, right? I followed the feeling of um, her movements. Now I feel like there was someone older. I still feel like it was someone older going with her, um, or brought her with her. Um, she wasn't alone. So yeah, I'm gonna go through this. And I feel like it's showing me the same thing as Kylie Rodney went through. Like It's saying gateway. I can't explain it. Like the same entranceway. Saying gateway. All right, you guys, I'm going to call it quits for tonight, and I will be analyzing this and coming back with a really cool story. Boom. I see summer right there. I could bet my ass that this is a well. That this here is a water well. Right there. Right there. Right in front of the house. There's a well in the ground. Right here, you guys. Right here. You guys don't understand. You guys don't understand how strong it is. You know, this is just very strong. Very strong. Right there. This is very strong. Right there. So I will definitely, oh yeah, right there. I'm going to leave this photo up here, and this is the last photo. I'm putting it out there that this is where I would go look, see, when I go investigate. At the bottom of the hill, across the river. Wow, thank you all for being here so very much. Thank you for your patience, and I will be back tomorrow. I'm going to be doing this all tonight because now I'm on a little bit of a roll. Um, and I'm going to have to. See? See this? For those who just got here, this is what gave it away to me. Looking at the house. And she's above the house. She is above the house. Thank you all. Thank you for that super sticker. I will be back. I don't know when. Maybe I'll finish it tonight. Have a wonderful night, you guys. Please put your thumbs up on your way out. And if you didn't subscribe, please subscribe. Let's get those thumbs up over 100. Please. All right. Good night, folks. Thanks, Muffin Top.